I kept this from you to protect you, but it's time you knew the truth about your grandfather.
Burton was a careful and hard-working forensic accountant who believed he had married the perfect woman when he met Karina, a warm and intelligent psychiatric nurse. When she became pregnant, he imagined a peaceful life with their future child. Everything changed when Karina's father, Dale, asked to speak to him privately and revealed a secret that shattered the foundation of Burton's trust. Dale showed him old police reports and news articles exposing that Karina's biological mother had suffered from severe postpartum psychosis and had drowned her 3 children years earlier. Dale confessed he had told Karina a false story about a car accident to protect her from the trauma and that mental illness ran deeply in their family. Burton was shaken, but even worse, Dale revealed that Karina had been seeing a psychiatrist for months, hiding episodes of hallucinations and unstable behavior. Burton reached out to people at her workplace and learned she had been acting strangely around patients. When he confronted Karina, she denied everything and insisted her father was unstable. Burton wasn't convinced and continued searching for the truth. A private investigator discovered Karina had a history of hospitalization as a teen for violent behavior and delusions involving demons. Her medical records showed she had stopped taking antipsychotic medication after learning she was pregnant. Burton grew terrified of what might happen to their unborn child. He tried to stay calm and get Karina help, convincing her to attend a counseling session that was actually a psychiatric evaluation. As her symptoms worsened, he documented her erratic actions. One night he found her painting strange symbols on the nursery walls using her own blood, talking about protecting the baby from demons. He got her emergency psychiatric treatment, and she was hospitalized for several days. Doctors explained that pregnancy had worsened her condition and that the risk of severe postpartum psychosis was extremely high. They warned she should not be alone with the baby after birth. Burton tried to keep everything stable while Karina's condition fluctuated, but one day she had a violent episode, grabbed a knife, and threatened to save the baby by harming herself. Burton called emergency services and she was hospitalized again, this time for longer-term care. When complications forced an early C-section, Burton's daughter Diana was born prematurely but healthy. Karina remained sedated and under psychiatric supervision, and Burton refused to allow unsupervised visits. After a court hearing, he gained primary custody while Karina was given only supervised visitation. As her medication increased, her emotional connection weakened. At the same time, she became increasingly detached from reality. Dale died unexpectedly, leaving behind a letter urging Burton to protect Diana at all costs. In Dale's belongings, Burton discovered hidden videotapes that showed Karina as a child watching silently while her mother drowned her siblings. Although Karina had not helped, she had shown no reaction or attempt to seek help, which suggested a deeper emotional void. Doctors explained that Karina had a combination of inherited psychosis and a severe empathy deficit that medication could never fully fix. Karina eventually agreed to sign away her parental rights, understanding she could not safely raise Diana. Burton was prepared to give his daughter a life free from the trauma that had consumed her mother and grandmother. But one day, Karina escaped during a drill, found Burton, and calmly told him she only wanted to see the baby once. She admitted she remembered everything from her childhood and understood she was dangerous. She gave him an envelope for Diana's future and surrendered to police without creating harm. Burton continued to build a safe life for his daughter, securing their finances, getting therapy, and making sure Karina could never regain custody. Karina was later moved to a maximum security psychiatric facility after 2 suicide attempts. She no longer asked about Diana and lived in a medicated haze. Burton raised Diana alone, giving her all the love she deserved. As Diana grew healthy and joyful, Burton knew he had broken a generational cycle of violence and illness. He had protected his daughter from a fate rooted in tragedy and made choices that saved her life. Watching her play and laugh, he understood that the past no longer controlled their future.